Hi there, Jan. How you doing?
Good morning, Ken. Good. I'm glad to be on your show this morning.
Nice to have you back. You were on with us a while back.
It's probably a few years ago, yes. And you're out in Washington.
We're in Wenatchee, Washington.
Is that near Oak Island?
Oak Island. No,
yes.
We're not. We're right in the middle of the state, so we're actually like halfway between Seattle and Spokane.
I see. Oh, beautiful Seattle. Well, is it cold as whiz there?
It's cold and snowy, and we're about 12 degrees right now.
Oh my gosh.
It's chilly out there. And where are you?
I am on tour in Philadelphia. My last stop of this book tour, and the sun is shining, and it's gorgeous out there.
Lucky you.
Yep.
How you doing on this new tour?
Doing very well. In fact, it's been my favorite tour of my career. Things have just worked out beautifully. I mean, there's always the problem of stamina, Ken, but God has replenished me, and I'm hanging in there.
Right. So tell me about this book. So which is out now? This is a new one, right?
It's the final novel in the Mitford series, making a total of 9 novels to tell the story of in the beginning, 60-something Episcopal priest named Father Timothy Cavanaugh.
Right.
We find that he is very devoted to his flock. He's a very hands-on priest. He's hardworking. Some fun, actually. He likes to garden. He does a little cooking. Early on, he is given a dog the size of a Buick, and a thrown-away boy is left on his doorstep. So immediately, this lifelong bachelor starts getting into relationship. He's led a pretty quiet life. And then a wonderful-looking woman moves next door. She's a children's book author and illustrator. Her name is Cynthia, and soon he finds he's falling in love, and it just flabbergasts him.
Can't believe that this is happening to him, huh?
No, he never expected anything like this. And so we spend one whole book, the second book, with him in this desperate struggle to try and figure out whether to marry her or not. And, of course, he does.
Right.
And it's just really the story of a decent, ordinary man living an ordinary life. I wanted to celebrate the life of ordinary people. It's because their lives can be so extraordinary.
Yes.
Aaron Copland wrote Fanfare for the Common Man, and I think you could say that the Mitford series is my fanfare.
Yeah. Why are we at the last of the series? Why are you stopping after 9 books?
Because I didn't have anything else of any particular importance to say. I could have gone on. My publisher would have liked me to go on because Mitford has become what's called in the trade an established brand.
Right.
But I couldn't have done it with an authentic voice. I couldn't have put my whole heart behind it. And I have been able to put my heart and soul into these 9 books, and I wanted to quit while I was ahead.
Sure. So in this book, you say how ordinary people have extraordinary lives, but is that difficult to bring into print? Is it difficult to put on paper?
Well, I know what you're saying, and I've never been asked that before. And it's a very good and intriguing question. It is because you see, I mean, I could have him, I don't know, jump out of airplanes, or somebody's running drugs in that town, or any number of things could happen, or his next door neighbor could get murdered, or there could be some awful mayhem, or there could be some language in the book that would give it a little edge. But I really didn't want any of that. Writing about a quieter, simpler life probably is a bit more difficult because I'm not relying on any, I don't have any hook. I beg your pardon?
You don't have a hook, really.
That's right, yes. And yet 25 people are hooked. A million people, 25 million people have told me time and again, so many of them, that they love these books, and they live for the next one to come out, and which is pretty remarkable in today's world.
It's got to be difficult to actually translate someone's an ordinary experience, just going through day to day, and put that on paper
and make it captivating.
Yeah, people. Do you have any secrets to do it, to doing it without giving away?
I surely don't. I just work really, really hard and edit very hard. I'm pretty tough on myself with the edits. I also edit as I go. I don't like anything to get cold in my computer. I don't typically walk away from a day's work until I have cleaned it up pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Did these people, did Father Tim take, now that you're at the end of this series, have you found that your characters are noticeably different from when you started? Did they end up in a place that you did not expect them to be?
Yes, and in fact, they did. But what I've learned from this 9-book journey is that Father Tim has grown deeper, much more interesting, much more dimensional. All of the characters. We've watched Dooley, the young boy who came to him at the age of 11, grow up and go off to school, studying to become a veterinarian. We've seen people die, and we've had a few births. It's really been the story of life, and I've tried to keep it as fresh and authentic again as possible.
Mm-hmm. So now what's next for you?
I'm going to be doing another series. I've already signed a contract for that series. It's called the Father Tim novels. And while Agatha Christie wrote 40 books about her character, Hercule Poirot,
right,
she admitted that she did not like the character at all. I can't imagine writing books about someone you don't even enjoy being with. But I do like Father Tim. I can trust him. He's comfortable to be with. He can even be fun on occasion. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do the second series will be about him, and he's going to do some traveling. He and Cynthia will go to Ireland. They'll go to England. And in the first book of the series, he will go to Holly Springs, Mississippi, where he was born, and hasn't been back there since his mother died years ago. He's got a lot of old, very important issues to resolve.
Mm-hmm. When will the first book in that come out?
2007, the fall of 2007.
Mm-hmm. So you've got a lot of work to do.
I do, and I'm going to Mississippi, to Holly Springs, going to do some big research on it, and I'm looking forward to traveling and just having some fresh air blow into this new series.
Yeah. Well, I know some people who are already waiting. They're glad that Light from Heaven is out, and I know someone here who is waiting for me to get done with the book so they can have it.
Oh, how fun! Well, pass it on.
Yes, and now you have websites too. I know you do.
Oh, I do. MitfordBooks.com is a beautiful website. Many members. I think, 17,000 members, or then something like 7 million hits in recent weeks. It's a lot of fun there, and I do hope your listeners will visit MitfordBooks.com. That's
great. Jan, all the best. Continued success.
Thank you.
Viking is the publisher. We'll look for Light from Heaven, which is out, and we'll look for the new series coming out in about a year or so. When it does, let us know, okay?
Thanks a million.
Jan, take care. Happy holidays, huh?
Thank you, and you too. Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye now.